Aden Duale was on Monday, June 22, 2020, ousted as Majority Leader in the National Assembly following a Jubilee Parliamentary Group meeting at the KICC. At the meeting, which was led by President Uhuru Kenyatta, it was resolved that Aden Duale will be replaced by Kipipiri MP Amos Kimunya. Eldas MP Aden Keinan was also designated to take over as the secretary to the Jubilee Coalition Parliamentary Group, a position previously occupied by Amos Kimunya. And now President Uhuru Kenyatta attended the meeting in person despite initial communication indicating that he would address the lawmakers via a video link from State House in Nairobi. Deputy President William Ruto was also present at the KICC despite his allies in the Senate and in the National Assembly being targeted for removal in the relentless Jubilee purge. The meeting, which began shortly after 9 a.m., lasted less than 1 hour, with the lawmakers who attended quickly agreeing to the proposed changes. And now, according to sources at the meeting, the opening prayers were said, after which Jubilee Party Sec Gen Raphael Tuju invited President Uhuru Kenyatta to speak. And now, Uhuru spoke on the proposed changes and their importance to his administration, legacy, and agenda before closing the meeting. And now the participants in the meeting were barred from entering the room with their mobile phones. And now the installment of Keinan as Kimunya's replacement was seen in some quarters as a move to appease the pastoralist communities from the northern Kenya region following Aden Duale's removal. And now Amos Kimunya spoke to the media outside the KICC after the meeting, thanking Aden Duale for his service as the majority leader since 2013.
Of the media and my colleagues, today we've had a party parliamentary group meeting for the Jubilee Coalition, mainly on the National Assembly, and which was graced by our party leader, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Deputy Party Leader, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, and good attendance. I think the last count was 150 plus before final records. Of course, the details will be released later. The main outcome of the meeting was the change in leadership of the party, and I really want to thank His Excellency the President as a party leader for proposing me to take over as the new leader of the majority party in Parliament. And it's a humbling situation because it's the confidence he's shown for me to take on the leadership of the party in the Parliament in the next 2 years as we move towards the changeover. And want to congratulate my colleague Aden Keinan, who takes over the position. I had been given just 2 weeks ago as the joint secretary to the joint parliamentary group of the Senate and the National Assembly. I did half the notes. He will complete the other half, and then we work together. And obviously with the other changes that are already reported on. I don't take this appointment lightly. It's a great honor to me. It's and I can only promise to do my best to serve not just the party, but also our country, and as we get into the issues that need to be addressed. I also want to underscore and really appreciate the dedicated service that the Honorable Duale has rendered to this country in the last 8 years. I've been in that position before as Deputy for Government Business in the previous 11th Parliament, and I know what it means to be in the House every day. I've spent a lot of time with Honorable Duale in the leadership of the House, serving together in the House Business Committee, and I know his commitment. And so it needs to go on record, and I think also and it's a big asset to this country. And we will continue using his expertise and his experience, harnessing the synergies of the diversity of our thoughts and ideas for the greater good of this country. I also want to really thank the membership of, I know, calling a meeting on a Monday morning when people are coming from the constituencies. People traveled that night to be here to show the support to His Excellency the President and the Deputy President and the party leadership, that when we are called, we're there. And I believe that's the new unity that we've all been working for as we forge forward for the purposes of achieving the greater good in terms of the promises and the pledges we made to the Kenyan people. So let me leave it at that statement, obviously. Now, I just want to thank His Excellency the President for the confidence he shown in myself and my brother here as we take on, as join the rest of the team of Honorable Angwe, Honorable Malcolm Maure, and